Day 1, Lee Abbott goes into town to grab a few items from the shop, where he sees a news report about an explosion going off somewhere nearby. He then goes to meet his family, Evelyn, Regan, Marcus, and Bo at a baseball game that Marcus is playing in. In the middle of the game, everybody sees what looks like a comet coming down from the sky. Everybody starts to flee, with Regan joining Lee while Evelyn takes the boys. As Lee approaches an officer to see what is going on, the monsters begin to attack the town. Lee grabs Regan and hides inside a bar while Evelyn drives as fast as she can through town. The bar is attacked when a woman's phone goes off, but Lee and Regan get out and run back to Evelyn and the boys, just as the monster runs after them and kills the officer. Day 474, shortly after killing the aliens that closed in on their home, Evelyn gets Regan, Marcus, and the baby out of the house before they proceed to head out. Evelyn, with quick thinking, grabs an oxygen tank to ensure the baby's safety, while Regan secures a map and a radio to repurpose as a weapon against the lurking creatures. With guns in hand, the family cautiously advances. Unfortunately, Evelyn triggers a trap, causing bottles to clatter, alerting their presence. Panic sets in as they flee, only to find themselves targeted by a sniper. Amidst the chaos, Marcus stumbles into a bear trap, his anguished cries piercing the air. Despite Evelyn's attempts to silence him, the baby's wails join the cacophony, heightening the danger. With adrenaline pumping, the family faces a harrowing struggle for survival, each moment fraught with uncertainty as they navigate through the treacherous landscape, their fates hanging precariously in the balance. A monster approaches them, but Regan gets the speaker ready to weaken the monster with the frequency from her hearing aid before Evelyn blasts it in the head. They continue to run as another monster approaches, but they are found by the sniper, a man named Emmett. He brings the family down into his soundproof bunker before the monster can get them. Evelyn recognizes Emmett from the past since his kid went to school with Regan and Marcus, but Emmett's wife and son have died. He says there are other survivors out there, but he claims they are not worth saving. After Evelyn treats Marcus's wound, she talks to Emmett and mentions that Lee is dead. Emmett also apparently knew that it was Lee who would light fires every night, but he never thought to go for the Abbotts, and that it's been picked up since he moved to the hills. Regan tells Marcus that she thinks the song choice is a code, and that she can use a map to find where the song is being played if she can find a boat. Marcus tries to convince her otherwise, but Regan leaves in the morning when everyone is asleep. Evelyn pleads with Emmett to go look for Regan, mentioning how she already lost one child. Emmett agrees while Evelyn goes off on her own to gather medical supplies for Marcus, leaving him alone with the baby. Regan travels far enough to come across the train tracks. After some crows make noise, a monster comes to the train car she is in. Regan utilizes the hearing aid and fires one shot at the monster, but she tries cocking her rifle and it gets stuck. The monster lunges toward her, but Emmett arrives in time to shoot it in the head. He tries to bring Regan back, and he also must enunciate his words since he can't communicate in sign language with her. Regan is still adamant about going through with her plan, and Emmett reluctantly follows her. Evelyn stops by Bo's memorial shrine to pay tribute to her son. She then stops by the store to grab medicine, bandages, and 2 oxygen tanks. Marcus steps out of the bunker for a moment to check out Emmett's compound and is startled by what appears to be a woman's decomposing corpse. He knocks something over and alerts a nearby monster. Marcus runs back into the bunker but accidentally locks himself and the baby inside a vault, and the oxygen tank is running dangerously low. Regan and Emmett stop by the marina to get a boat, but Emmett sees what looks like a little girl crying. He approaches her, but the girl places a rope around his neck. Other survivors, led by a sickly man, come out and attempt to capture Regan until Emmett instructs her to dive. She does so, and Emmett creates noise that attracts a monster. In the midst of the brutal assault, Emmett takes decisive action, thrusting his blade into the leader's leg to provoke a piercing scream that lures the monstrous entity closer. Seizing the opportunity, Emmett leaps into the water, drawing the creature into its depths where it meets a watery demise. Just as all hope seems lost, Regan arrives on a boat, swiftly rescuing Emmett from the jaws of danger. Together, Regan and Emmett find refuge on an island where the haunting melody originated, joining the survivors who were playing the mysterious tune. Among them stands a man affiliated with the enigmatic group. With intrigue hanging in the air, he queries Emmett about deciphering the message, only for Emmett to humbly admit that it was Regan's instincts that guided them. Amidst the relief of survival, a sense of wonder and curiosity pervades as they contemplate the secrets embedded within the haunting melody and the cryptic messages it conveys. The man explains that once the National Guard realized the monsters couldn't swim, they began sending boats away from the cities, but most people ruined it by screaming and attracting the monsters. In the morning, Emmett hears a noise coming from the boat, and he finds that a monster managed to arrive to the island on the boat. Emmett tries to warn the islanders, but the monster begins to attack and kill people. Regan and Emmett join the man as he honks his car horn to get the monster away from the people. He brings the two to a safe place before the monster drags him away and kills him. Evelyn makes it back to the bunker, but finds that one of the monsters has made it in there. She places one of her oxygen tanks near some fuel as the monster rises up. Evelyn shoots the tank, blowing it up and causing the monster to catch fire, but it doesn't kill it. The sprinklers go off, and the falling water gives Evelyn a chance to head back down and make it to her boys in time, as Marcus had passed out from oxygen deprivation but wakes up. Evelyn closes the vault safely this time. Regan and Emmett lure the monster into the radio station where the song had been playing. Emmett does what he can to distract the monster while Regan makes her way into the control room. At the same time, Evelyn steps out of the vault and finds that the monster made its way into the bunker, and it tries to attack Evelyn and the boys in the vault. Regan puts her hearing aid on the microphone, and the frequency weakens the monster. Marcus hears the noise over the radio and plays it to weaken their monster. He steps out of the vault and grabs Evelyn's pistol, shooting the monster in the head, while Regan grabs a mic stand and jams it into the other monster's head. The hearing aid remains on the microphone for anyone to turn to the right channel and fight back. The movie ends here. Thanks for watching.